All right, team. So you've built out your 0, your 8, 1, 2, 5, 7, 3, 4, 6, and 9. And now you need to put them all together as an assembly. We want it all in one plane, and we are going to go off of this style drawing, right? Or this drawing that you got in that original document in the PDF over here. This this right here. So how are we going to put that together? So we need to go here. We're going to create an assembly. Now, in here, we are going to insert, and instead of bringing, let's look here, let's bring in the 0 and the 8. And instead of bringing everything in at once, which can be rather difficult, I'm going to go over here, face that to the front. So 0 and bring in our 8. We're going to try to set those somewhat close to each other. However, they might not necessarily be in the same plane. I see a lot of students try and do this, and oh, that looks good, and they're way off. Okay, that's okay. What we are going to do is we're going to set a mate. So we are going to use a fasten mate. A mate is just a way to connect these. So I'm going to select the middle of this line, and I'm going to go over here on number 8 and select the middle of that line and then accept. These two pieces are now locked together as one solid piece. So I'm going to head back into my drawing, and I have the 5 or 2, and I have the 5 or 2 again. All right. So I'm going to bring in this first 5, and I'm going to try to lock that one in. So I'm going to go back to the insert, bring in my 5 and 2. Now, it is not bringing it in the format that I want, and that's okay. We're going to click on it once. We're going to take here and we're going to rotate that 90 degrees. I'm going to confirm over here that it's going the correct direction, which it is. And then I'm going to click off of that. I'm going to move it relatively close to where I want it. This one happens to be pretty darn close. I'm going to go fasten mate again. I'm going to select the middle of this line, the middle of that line, and accept. That'll bring everything together. So now, once again, this is another just solid piece. I'm going to bring in the 1 here. Okay, so I'm going to insert my number 1. Same thing, drop it in, face that to the front, move that down a little bit, click on it. I'm going to get out of there. Click on this once, rotate it 90 degrees, accept that, click here. Now I'm way off on that, but that's okay. Fasten mate. I want this line to lock into this line. Accept. Now I'm going to bring in this other 2/5 here. Insert 2/5. Drop it in. I'm going to have to rotate that. Oh, I got to get out of this. Rotate. Grabbing it here. 90 degrees. Accept that. Fasten mate. I'm going to move that up just slightly. I'm going to try to fasten mate. I'll try and go on this corner. See if I can't highlight the middle there. Accept that. Go here on my 7. I might skip the 7 because it's not locking into any like one corner. Maybe I might be able to get this corner and this corner. We can try that. It sometimes can be difficult if you don't have the best anchor points, right? You really want corners to work on corners. So the 7, I'm going to have to rotate all the way around like this and accepts that, but I need it facing the other direction. So here I can grab, as I rotate this here, I can see I'm going to need to grab like this one right here and rotate that 180 degrees. And that is going to bring that in the correct plane, or in the correct position to kind of lock into there. I'm going to set it right here. So I'm going to use my mate connector, grab the center there, and then scroll in here, and I want that center right there. Oh, I lost this center in there, and it's having a hard time. Let's try and get out of that. I'm going to try and reset that mate with that corner there, or excuse me, that center there. And let's make sure I'm in the center here. Now it's just moving the one piece out, and that's okay, because when we accept it, it's going to pull everything together. All right. So that corner there was a little tricky to grab, but we got it. You might have to try work at it a couple times. So we can drop in the 4 and the 3. So here we're dropping in, inserting the 4. It's going to go right here, and I have to flip that over. So I'm going to grab that right there, turning that 180 degrees, accepting that mate connector. I want to go the inside of that, and then I want to go on this one right here. Sometimes these can be tricky. All right, if it's not working, that's okay. That's all right. We're going to get out of it. We're going to try and go back and reestablish it. 'Cause sometimes it gets a little confused. This one should work. Accept it. And then we need to bring our 3 in at the bottom here. Insert our number 3. Rotate that 90 degrees. Drop that a little bit lower. Use my fasten mate. That corner. That corner. Accept. All right. Now insert my 6. Drop that in. My 9. Doesn't really on these matter as much, because these pieces, the 6, the 9, the 0, and the 8, they really could be interchangeable through this piece, since they're all the same exterior dimensions. But we're going to use a fasten mate here. Highlight that there. Highlight that there. Accept. And close that. I'm going to add another fasten mate here. Right there. And right there. Accept. All right. So we got our assembly done right here. Last thing we need to do is make a drawing of it. So we're going to insert a new tab and we're going to create a drawing. And we're just going to do this B is fine and hit OK. Close out everything here. And first thing we need to do is highlight everything and delete that. Because when we export this as a laser cut, any line on here is going to be laser cut. So if we left all this stuff on here, we don't want to laser cut all this information in here. We want to get rid of that. So delete that. I'm going to right click here. And first thing I'm going to do is go to Sheet Properties. And we're going to go to, double check our size, right? A normal sheet of paper is 11 inches long by 8.5. So confirm that we have 11 by 8.5, and that's going to give us that our paper is the correct size. Then we're going to insert here, and we can do all of this, but we're going to insert an assembly. We just built out assembly number 3 on mine. Yours is probably going to be assembly number 1. So, oops, there's my original drawing. Sorry, I got a lot of drawings going on here. Insert assembly number 3, generating preview. Right here, I want to make sure it's in a 1-to-1 ratio. And from there, I can just drop that in and accept that. Okay, this here is what you need. Okay, this is the assembly that is correct, and this is what I need to laser cut it. So from here, I'm going to right click. I'm going to export that drawing, name that, last name, number puzzle, export that, and this will start downloading in a minute. That's the document that you need to submit, right there. So you're going to save that, and this is the document that you're looking to submit on to Schoology. All right, that's what you need to do. Good luck.